Buying a monitor is where most PC setups go wrong because people chase specs instead of real experience. They buy huge refresh numbers, then hate the colors, the blur, or the backlight bleed every night. So here is a simple monitor buying guide that stops regret and matches your real daily use. First, decide what you do most: competitive gaming, single-player immersion, or mixed work and play. If you play competitive shooters, prioritize motion clarity, low latency, and stable refresh behavior under load. If you play single-player games, prioritize image quality, contrast, and comfortable brightness control at night. If you do mixed work, prioritize text clarity, panel uniformity, and eye comfort for long sessions daily. Now choose the resolution you can actually drive with your GPU, not with wishful thinking and hope. 1080p is easiest to run, but it can look soft on larger screens and close viewing distances. 1440p is the best balance for many gamers, with sharper detail and reasonable GPU load today. 4K looks amazing, but it needs strong GPU power, and compromises appear when settings rise. Next, choose refresh rate based on your gains and skill, not on internet flex culture alone. 144 Hz is already a huge upgrade over 60 Hz, and most people feel it immediately in motion. Pixel density matters too. 27-inch 108 OP often looks soft, while 27-inch 1440p looks crisp. Window scaling at 4000 can be great, but some older apps still look weird at certain scales. For productivity, consider 2 monitors versus 1 huge monitor, because window management becomes easier daily. Backlight strobing or motion blur reduction can help shooters, but it often reduces brightness a lot. Always test your typical brightness at night, because many monitors get uncomfortable when too bright. Good eye comfort includes flicker-free backlight and a usable low brightness range, not just blue light modes. If you sit close, curved panels can feel nicer on ultra-wide, but flat is fine for standard sizes. Check real review measurements for response times and overshoot, because claims on boxes are meaningless. Also check dark level smearing tests for VA panels, because some models smear badly in fast scenes. Finally, measure your desk depth, because distance decides whether a bigger screen feels immersive or tiring. 240 Hz helps competitive players, but only if your PC holds high FPS consistently in real matches. If you cannot hold high FPS, a great 144 Hz monitor can feel better than a shaky 240 Hz. Now choose the panel type, because this is where comfort, colors, and regret really happen. IPS gives great colors and viewing angles, and it is excellent for mixed gaming and work. VA gives better contrast, but some models have smearing in dark motion, especially in games. TN is fast, but colors and angles are worse, and it is less popular for everyday use now. Mini LED and OLED look amazing, but pricing, burn-in risk, and brightness behavior matter long-term. Be honest about your room. Dark room lovers prefer contrast, bright rooms prefer brightness stability and coating. Now the most misunderstood spec. Response time numbers on the box are mostly marketing bait. Instead, look for real motion clarity, overshoot control, and good overdrive behavior across refresh rates. A monitor that looks sharp in motion at 144 Hz can beat a blurry 240 Hz monitor easily. Next, check variable refresh rate support, because tearing and stutter ruin the whole experience fast. Look for FreeSync or G-Sync compatible behavior that works well in your normal FPS range. VRR matters most when your FPS moves around, which happens in almost every modern game today. Now check input lag, because fast aiming feels wrong on a monitor with slow processing. Many monitors are good, but some budget models add delay with heavy image processing features enabled. Turn off unnecessary features like sharpening and noise reduction, because they can add lag and artifacts. Now talk about HDR, because it is the most disappointing checkbox for many buyers today. Real HDR needs strong peak brightness or true blacks, plus good local dimming behavior in practice. Many monitors say HDR, but look like washed out SDR, and that disappoints people quickly. If HDR matters to you, prioritize old or strong mini LED models with proven dimming performance. If HDR does not matter, prioritize a great SDR panel with good calibration and uniformity. Next, check brightness and coating, because glossy versus matte changes comfort and reflections a lot. Glossy can look clearer, but reflections can be terrible if you have windows or bright lights. Matte reduces reflections, but heavy matte coatings can reduce clarity and add visible grain sometimes. Now choose size based on distance, because big screens at close range can feel tiring fast. At typical desk distance, 24 to 27 inches is comfortable for 1080p to 1440p usage. 32 inches is great for 1440p or 4K, but you need more space and stronger GPU power. Ultra-wide is fun, but it needs game support and more GPU load, so plan carefully. Now check the stand and ergonomics, because bad height adjustment ruins posture and comfort daily. Height adjust, tilt, and swivel matter more than people admit after the first week of use. If the stand is weak, budget for a VESA arm, because comfort increases productivity instantly. Now check ports, because missing ports create annoying limitations later, especially for consoles and laptops. Make sure you have the right DisplayPort or HDMI version for your refresh and resolution target. For consoles, check HDMI features, 120Hz support, and VRR behavior if you care about it. For PCs, DisplayPort usually gives the easiest high refresh support with fewer handshake problems overall. Now check color coverage, because washed out colors make games and videos look cheap immediately. Most IPS panels look good, but calibration varies, so reviews matter more than spec sheets. If you do content work, look for decent sRGB mode and correct wide gamut clamping behavior. Now, the hidden killer, panel uniformity and backlight bleed, which you cannot fix with settings. This is why return policy matters. Even good models can have a bad unit sometimes. Buy from a place with easy returns, because it protects you from panel lottery pain. Consider speakers and USB hubs as bonuses, not reasons to buy a monitor by themselves. Monitors with good USB hubs reduce desk clutter, but they should not cause image quality. Now the pro tip. Decide your priority list before shopping, so you don't get distracted. Write your top 3 priorities: motion clarity, contrast, or text clarity, and stick to them. Then choose one compromise you can accept, because no monitor is perfect in all areas. For most people, the best buy is a 27-inch 144 OP 144Hz IPS with solid VRR behavior. For competitive players, a 1080p or 144OP 240Hz monitor with strong motion tuning can be worth it. For movie lovers, strong contrast panels or OLED can look stunning if you manage burn-in properly. Now set your budget and include a little for a monitor arm or better cable management if needed. Don't overspend on refresh if your GPU cannot feed it, because you will not feel the benefit. Instead, spend on panel quality, VRR, and motion clarity because those affect every minute you use. Quick checklist before you buy: resolution, refresh, panel type, VRR, and real reviews that measure. Then check ergonomics, ports, return policy, and uniformity notes from reviewers you trust most consistently. If you follow that checklist, you will buy once and enjoy it instead of upgrading again soon. Thanks for watching. Follow and subscribe for practical PC buying guides without marketing traps daily.